Welcome to the world of Kia. Woo! Hey everybody, it's me, Kia, and of course I'm here today to welcome you into my world. And I have someone here today that is so special to me. I don't know if she knows how special she is. I'm telling you, like, she is my second big sister. My blood big sister always says thank you for being the sister that you're representing me out in California. But this is, if you don't know her, honey, you better get to know her. It is Makresha McFashion. Yes. Better known as Cree.
Cree.
Yes. And Miss Cree is turning 50 soon.
Turning 50.
Oh my gosh. Can you remember when we met?
I do.
We were
young. Wow.
I was right out of college.
Yeah, that was over 20 years ago.
I transitioned to a graduate chapter here in LA, and we were, me, you, and one other person, we were the only people in the whole chapter under 40.
Under 40.
And I was 20-something, you was just turning 30-something.
Oh, wow.
It was a thing, but I remember, like, we met, and it was just, like, magic, and I remember you were like, hey, what are you doing next weekend? I was like, oh, my birthday. And he was like, what you doing? I said, nothing. I don't know anybody. And she moved in. She said, hurry over. We're going to the park. And honey, I pulled up to the park. She had the grill going, her on the grill, right? Living her best life.
Never forget that.
Making sure that I had a birthday party in this new place called Los Angeles that I moved to from the old Zachary, Louisiana.
Zachary.
Yeah.
I'm from Zachary. Where is that? I had to Google it, like, where is that?
See, because she's a Cali girl. I mean, it's okay. You're a Cali girl. But at the same time, you got some Southern roots. Like,
I do.
You went to HBCU.
I went to HBC. Shout out to all the HBCUs.
Period. Tell me about a little bit of your college time. You might know, but the people need to know.
You know, so first of all, my name is Makresha. As she said, everybody calls me Cree. In Africa, they call me a prophet.
Yes.
That's a whole nother name. But my HBCU experience actually was really weird. We were from California, and actually going to the South, I never realized how different the world was.
Mm-hmm.
I just had the California perspective, right? Racism in California is here, but it's not blatant as it is in the South. Mm-hmm. And I was going down there close to the Olympics, so they was getting ready for the Olympics. I graduated from undergrad, from high school, Dorsey High School. Shout out to Dorsey High School.
Dorsey Downs, baby, that's the school out here. You didn't go there.
You didn't go nowhere.
That's it.
But I had graduated in '93, and when I got to the South, it was an eye-opener. It was just a different culture. Mm-hmm. The people, the accents were way different. I grew up in a family that had accents, so I wasn't foreign to accents, but I was foreign to the Southern accent. Mm-hmm. And when I come to learn through you and your friends, and now the twins being that Southern, the accents are different in the South depending on where you live.
Yep.
So that was the first thing, and I did this whole summer of planning. Like, okay, my roommate, she was from Florida. She was from a little small town in Florida, and we had planned that whole summer, all the things she was gonna bring, the things I was gonna bring. I have 4 sisters and a brother, so I was used to being with only them. So it was gonna be new, and I was excited just to be able to room with someone.
Right.
And have a new friend.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then as we got closer to August, she called me, she was crying, she was like, I'm not coming. And I was like, why? She was like, I'm pregnant. And her mom didn't know she was pregnant. And she was like, don't you, because my mom and her mom had started talking and blah. And so she was like, don't say anything. And so my roommate got pregnant, so I never got a chance to have that experience. My first few weeks, I was in the room by myself.
Oh, no.
So I cried, and I had no friends. When I had no friends when I first got to college. None, because I didn't understand them, they didn't understand me. It was like 2 different worlds with our backgrounds and stuff. I wound up meeting some friends, and then I got a roommate.
Okay.
She was from Conyers, Georgia. And she and I are Conyers, Georgia. Melvia Brown. She and I are friends to this day. And
Miss Melvia.
and Melvia's a doctor.
Dr. Melvia.
Dr.
I love it.
And then I transitioned to my roommate, Lyric, and she was from Tennessee.
Okay.
And that was a whole different experience.
I can imagine.
Tennessee was like light years behind Georgia.
Really? I would have thought it was the opposite, but I guess you're right, because Georgia does have like Atlanta. And
Yeah, exactly.
We're growing over the years.
Yeah, and Tennessee was just sort of like, so it was like a whole different thing. She came, they had on overalls every day, and it was just a thing.
Okay.
But as time went on, I grew to fall in love with the South.
Yeah.
I fell in love with the South. I fell in love with, I created my own network of friends, and that was one of the advantages about being by myself there, at least my freshman year.
Yeah.
And then each year, I had a sibling that came. So me and all my sisters and brothers, we were all to Payne.
Okay, go Payne College.
And 4 of us graduated from Payne. 5 of us graduated from Payne, and then my other sister, she went to Tuskegee.
Yes.
But, so the South was my foundation. And it helped me to be the person that I am today. I had the privilege of being a part of many, many different organizations. And one of the things that I loved about HBCU, I loved the fact that I had an opportunity to create a thing.
Yes.
They did not have a dance team at Payne.
Oh.
We did not have a football team like Southern. We only had a basketball team. Because we was one of the smaller HBCUs, so we didn't have a football team. And I was able to create a dance team.
Yes. Dance is your ministry.
Dance is my ministry.
5, 6, 7, 8. I enjoyed that. We had a chance to go and dance in Washington, D.C., dance around town, dance for just different events that were happening. And from that, the dance just evolved. And so many people that were part of the dance program started doing other things. And I had the opportunity to put on my very first play, which was Interjockey Shane Days for colored girls who consider suicide when the rainbow is enough. And so that was a great eye-opener for me. And actually going to a HBCU helped me to gain confidence in being a dark-skinned black girl. Oh, wow.
Yeah, because, you would never believe that dark-skinned girls still, especially in California, got no love.
You wouldn't believe it.
I got no love at all.
Yeah.
I still teach my husband to this day how hot dog on a stick would not hire dark-skinned girls.
It's not hot dog on a stick, I'm doing that.
They would not.
They really didn't?
Here in LA, you would never see a dark-skinned girl working at hot dog on a stick. And then, there was a few insecurities that I had. And then when I got to college, I didn't realize that light-skinned, dark-skinned thing was a thing down here.
Oh, baby.
So they would call the light-skinned girls red bone. Yeah. And they would call me Blackie. And I'm like, wait, I thought I left that.
Not Blackie.
Blackie. And then they would call the light-skinned girls red bone. But I started to create a thing for myself that color didn't matter. And from going to the HBCU, I really gained confidence.
Good.
I really gained confidence.
Because black is beautiful.
Black is beautiful. I love who I am today.
Period.
But it wasn't always that way.
Yeah.
And that's how I started. I don't have on any today, but that's how I started wearing bright red lipsticks and yellow lipsticks and green lipsticks, because I always wanted to wear lipstick, but I always felt like I was too dark to wear lipstick.
And y'all gonna get all these lip colors today. You be like, I need a lip. Every color lippy.
Every color lippy. I'm a bright blue. I'm all lippy. And so, the HBCU experience was the best experience. It helped me build that foundation. And then once to be honest with you, the only reason why I joined AKA is because as being a researcher, finding out the history of what AKA stood for. And I wanted to join just because I'm like, I'm dark skinned and I'm going to be a part of this.
Period. But you represent what it is. What Ethel had a vision, fair, honey. You are the living representation of embodiment of alpha, honey. It all began with alpha. Don't you wanna see? 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 Welcome to the world of Kia. We get to see everybody in my world.